Hello friends! My name is Shayla and today is Leap Day! So that also means it is wrap-up day. So I am here to wrap up the rest of my February reading for you, and also I've decided I'm going to let you guys know the few books that I plan on reading in the month of March, and as well as what I'm currently reading. Let's talk about the two that I don't have physically in my possession. So the first one is Mechanica by Betsy Cornwell. Now, this is a steampunk Cinderella retelling. So with that description, I was really excited for this book. I was looking forward to it. Sadly, I was a bit disappointed. For me, I felt like it focused too much on the steampunk elements and not enough on the fairy tale retelling. And there was a huge character flaw in one of the main characters that I couldn't get over. It bothered me a lot. I'm interested enough to see what happens from here if this continues as a series, so I would probably pick up the next book. But again, I would check it out from the library because I'm not 100% sure where I'm feeling at the moment in this realm of it. I gave it a 3.5 stars. A lot of the writing was really wonderful and I really enjoyed it, but there were some big drawbacks for me in the characters. So it's one of those things where the characters are almost too flawed, where I'm not sure I'll get over that. So anyway, moving on to the next book. The next book is Super Freak by Vanessa Barger. Barger? I'm sorry, Vanessa, if I butchered your last name. But this author, she's adorable. She sent me an e-copy of her book to review for her. This is a middle grade novel about this teenage girl who just moved to a new area. Her parents are druids. In this town, there's vampires, witches, all that kind of stuff. And our main protagonist is not anything. She is just a completely normal human girl. And how everything plays out from there is really fun. I do plan on doing a full review for this book soon, probably within the next week or so. So I will link that once I have it, but know that I gave it 4.5 stars. For a middle grade novel, it's wonderful because I don't feel like she treated the children like she didn't have to sit there and explain a definition of what something was. Like, it was just really well done. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. If you like middle grade at all, I highly recommend picking up Super Freak. I really want to order a copy for my dad, actually. He teaches 6th grade, and I think his kids would love it. All right, next up is A Hold on Me by Pat Esden. The author did send me this for review. I've done a full book review on it, so I will leave that linked for you so you can get my full thoughts on this book. Me personally, I gave it a 3.5, but there is one big beef I have with books that this book happened to have. Take out that element, like if you don't mind what that is, and it's a solid 4.5 star book. I will, like I said, I'll leave the review linked for you so you can get more details there. Next up is Firefight by Brandon Sanderson. This is the second book in the Reckoners trilogy, and I adored this book. I liked it better than I liked the first book. The first book I gave like a 4 or 4.25 stars. This one I gave a 4.5 stars. I loved where the story went. All of your characters go to a new city and meet new Reckoners and meet new epics. It's wonderful. I really enjoyed it. I like how the romance is playing out. Like, I really enjoy this. My copy of Calamity is still on its way. Dang you, Book Depository, you're taking forever. So as soon as it gets here, I will be devouring it as well. Next up is Reign of Shadows by Sophie Jordan. This book is beautiful, and the story is really interesting. It's about a world cast in darkness, and your main protagonist is the princess of the land, but you know, it's kind of like Queen of the Tearling in that sense. It's a princess that's been stowed away for their protection, and it's reaching a point where she needs to come and take over her kingdom again. The romance in this is adorable. I really enjoy it. It's a bit insta-lovey, but not really. There's a little bit of that, just a little bit. So if insta-love bothers you, just kind of be prepared for that. but I do recommend this book. It's a 4-star book for me. I really enjoyed it. I like where the book ended, so when there's another book in this series, I plan on picking it. And last but not least is The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. As most of you know by now, my goal is to read through Brandon Sanderson's published works by the end of the year, and that's a lot of books for those of you who aren't aware. So The Arithmetist is currently a standalone. It is a YA fantasy novel. It falls into that time period of kind of steampunk, but I wouldn't call it steampunk by any means. The magic system involves chalk and chalklings and arithmetists. So arithmetists are the people who have power to bring the chalk to life. So you have these 2-dimensional chalk creatures that can come and like eat you and kill you or turn you into chalklings or whatever. Like there's a lot going on in this book, and it's hard to kind of just wrap it up in a couple of minutes. So I do plan on doing a full review of The Arithmetist soon, as well as Super Freak. So look forward to that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the books that I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading 2. I'm reading a fiction one and then my nonfiction book I'm still working on. So the fiction one I'm reading right now is The Candy Shop War by Brandon Mull. I'm kind of in a bit of a middle grade mood after reading Super Freak. So this is one I've been meaning to pick up for a while. I love Brandon Mull's Fablehaven series. And so I decided to pick up Candy Shop War next. He's also got his Beyonders trilogy, and then he's going back to the Fablehaven world soon. So I kind of want to get a little more familiar with his works because I do enjoy his writing styles. I'm about 75 pages in, and I'm enjoying it so far. So I will let you guys know my full thoughts and feels. The nonfiction book that I'm still working through is Quiet by Susan Cain. I don't tab books, guys, and look at this already. I mean, I'm on chapter 3, and I've gone through a whole set of tabs already. So this book is about introverts and the power that they have in a world that won't stop talking. This book is fantastic. I do plan on doing a full review of this when I'm done, and that's another review to look forward to. Okay, so next up are the books that I plan on reading in the month of March, and I'm excited. So first up is my other library book I have checked out. As you can see, I have 3 right now, and that is Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians by Brandon Sanderson. This is the original cover, obviously. They've come out with these new beautiful covers, but I kind of want to wait until they're all out before I purchase them, so I'm just reading them from the library in the meantime. So this is a middle grade novel about Alcatraz and his adventures in the library, and I'm really excited. It's one of those books about books kind of situations, and I'm really excited to dig into this. Next up is Dark Lord of Dirkholm by Diana Wynne Jones. My friend Dana loaned this to me. She says I would really enjoy it. It's a bit of a chunker, but I do plan on getting to it in the month of March. Next up is the Shaegeeksout book club book for the month. If you don't know, I run a book club on Facebook. I will leave the info down below. It is a public group, so feel free to come and join us. And it is the Lost Fleet series. We're doing the first book called Dauntless by Jack Campbell. We haven't done a sci-fi pick yet. They've all been fantasy so far, so I wanted to kind of mix things up a little bit and go a little sci-fi for a minute and see how that goes over. I'm really excited. My husband enjoyed the series, so I really wanted to give it a read. And then from there, I can change things up a bit. I'm so excited. This is my neighborhood book club book for the month, and that is The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. Sarah over at Sarah Ann Reads. This was one of her favorite books last year, and she thoroughly enjoyed it. This is a book about Enzo. Enzo's a dog, and it's about his life with his owners. It's a reflective thing. He's kind of on his deathbed, and he's reflecting on his life, and I am so excited to read this. It sounds magical and sad and just lovely beyond lovely, so I am super excited to read this book. Last but not least is my classic pick for this month. This is a book I've been meaning to get to for a long time. I've already watched the BBC miniseries, and I have to say I loved it. So the bones of the story I know I like, so we'll see how I feel about the writing style. And that is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. This cover is, I love Penguin English Library books. They're just beautiful. And I love the little spools of thread and everything on this one. It's just lovely. So I am really excited to delve into the world of North and South in book form. And I'm just, so excited. So excited. So excited. So that is this video for you, my friends. That's all I've got for you. If you're if you'd like to read along with any of the books I'm going to read in March, let me know down below. I'd love to have another buddy read. I did lots of buddy reads in the beginning of the month, and I loved it, and I'd love to do some more. So if you're interested in reading any of those with me, go ahead and comment down below or send me a message. Thank you all again for coming and watching things on my channel. I never thought I'd have this many subscribers at all. I just do this for fun. So I hope you continue to stick around and enjoy my videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.